Good evening. Going to give it a moment. Have some stuff to share with you. I did go back out tonight. It's kind of gray, drippy earlier. Now it's a beautiful spring night. Nice and cool. It's pretty out. I do want to share some information with you because I'm not going to go live for a while because I need to up the level of my videos and I'm doing a lot of work and I got a lot going on. But I did want to share I did want to discuss gig work with you. I started on Monday because I have a more reliable car. I hope this is loud enough. I don't want to put my earbuds in. I drove like 5 towns away. I started doing that on Monday to feel out the furthest zip codes that I have set for my dumpling business. And you know, it was okay. It was higher pay. The roads were more nice. Easier driving, easier pickup, easier drop off. It was nice to be in a different area. And I paid attention to what stores were around. How many Stop and Shops? Am I even close to a ShopRite? Lidl, Aldi's. There's a lot of different stores out there that Ideal. A lot of different kind of stores are popping up all over the place. And I have them on my list. So that was something different. It was nice going someplace else. Oh, got another tip. I did great with Uber. I focused on Uber today. And I tell you, I drove less miles. I worked less time. And I went out during the day, then came home, did a few things, took a little afternoon nap, getting ready for my taxes too. I'm doing a lot. And I went back out at night. Got great tips. I got great tips. That's what made my night. Got a bonus, got some free food from La Piazza. Ooh, the boss was there. I ran in like 25 after 9. Now, the school's out. It's a spring night. Kids everywhere. Usually they're locking their doors at 9:30 because with the adjustment of the pandemic, in my opinion, most places are closing earlier now. They were wrapping it up and they were like, they had a ton of kids in the place. So the boss told the guy to give me, he was like, yeah, box her up some food because they just throw it away afterwards. And it was all fresh still. They had a lot of food left over. That was very nice. So to me, that's a part bonus. That's a good tip too, you know. Senpex. Did great with UberEats, and I have more tips coming. I just got a $6.49 tip. I definitely broke $1.50. I got annoyed with Grubhub, so I said I'm just going to do Uber, and I hope tomorrow is the same way. I'm only going to go out the second half of the day. Kids are off from school. There's a lot of stuff going on, and the weekend should be quiet because of Easter and because it's tax time. And then the weekend after, I think it's the Greek Easter, I believe. Polish Easter, Greek Easter. So it's going to be a little quiet. I really hope tomorrow is like today because I'll suck it up. Senpex. They sent me another offer. I like the way they notify you. You check the notification in the app. They had a $35 payout. This time, it was a pickup from Brooklyn to drive to Far Rockaway. So that tells me that's 2 days in a row, or twice this week. They're branching out to Long Island. You know, because the first one was Brooklyn to New Hyde Park. And that means they're coming out, just like UberEats. I remember when I started with UberEats, the first 6 months, I worked around Elmont, New Hyde Park, Valley Stream, Floral Park, Rosedale, because they were paying top dollar. They were branching out. Now, in this, I'm in the middle of Nassau County. UberEats works great in this area. So SendPax is starting to, I updated my car information. And this week I got 2 offers. The first one was 45 and change. And today, this morning, and they didn't send it out until early in the morning. They want you to confirm. It was a 10:30 pickup, $35 from Brooklyn to Far Rockaway. If that's your area, you should check out the app. But they never contacted me before, but now I have a better car. That's a fact. The Instagram video. You're probably right. You know, years ago, when I was much younger, and it's the surrounding type, it's also your surroundings and the type of people you surround yourself with. I could never admit that I was wrong. I always felt like, you know, I was always right. And I had a hard time saying I'm sorry. First, I'll say I'm sorry. Many people said that sounded like a scam. The Instacart. You're probably right. I thought it was Instacart reaching out like, why won't you get out there? Why don't you get out there and start shopping? You're taking up a slot. And if you watch the video, they want to get me on the phone, and I kept picking up, but there was no connection. It's one of two things. I truly believe someone's been watching me on YouTube that lives here, that they would like to speak with me, but for some reason they have to be weird about it. It's probably because they know I don't want to speak with them. Or I was a real scammer. There's a lot of scams out there, so be careful with the Instacart. Be careful with any. Anyway, I wouldn't have answered their questions on the phone. And every time I did pick up, there was no connection. So thank you. I was probably wrong. It was probably a scam or someone wanting to speak with me, and I really don't know who this person is. People get people's numbers and stuff, you know. Can't worry about that. I will say, this week, I am meeting with my friend Melissa, and I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to meet up with her. I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to meet up and have lunch one day. So looking forward to that. So Instacart, that video, the phone call, it probably was a scam or someone wanting to speak with me but just can't. I will say, since I've been driving this car, people look at me very differently. And that's a fact. And I'm also getting better jobs. I got another dumpling lead. I look forward to being very busy with dumpling in the near future. I do have my hours on for tomorrow. If nobody contacts me, I have a 2-hour window, two-hour notification set. You can do that. You can say, you can request, 24-hour notice, 10-hour notice, 8-hour notice, 8-hour notice. It's up to you. I have it set for 2 hours. So by 4 o'clock, I'll know if I'm shopping for someone between 4 and 6. Maybe by 5 o'clock, because I have it set to 6. But if somebody wanted me to shop for them, no problem. I have my hours on. Same thing for Saturday. Taking off Sunday and taking off, well, not really the whole day from food delivery, but when I meet Melissa one day, it's going to earn some money around our lunchtime. So I got another dumpling lead. Longer days, guys. I noticed during the week. In the winter, I would head back out about 4:45, 5:15. It was busy. Now it's getting busier later. I noticed 6:30, 7 o'clock it starts kicking. Today was a treat, and I hope tomorrow is the same way. Today was great. UberEats is fast. I never waited longer than 2 minutes. No nonsense, no problems. Every time lately with Grubhub, it just seems like there's always a problem. So I'm just going to focus on UberEats for a while. It was nice just working one app. It was real nice. So the days, if I go out in the evening, I'm going to wait till like 6:30. Because anything earlier, it's just not busy until it starts. People stay out longer. So they're not home and settled yet. What else to tell you? I'm going to be producing some very good, interesting quality videos in the coming weeks. I'm doing a lot. I'm learning how to set up to have all my income and business expenses sent to TurboTax in real time, as quickly as I'm inputting the data into QuickBooks. And I figured out how to do it. And after I pay my taxes this weekend, I'm not going to hit the submit button until Monday because I'm learning. Then I'm going to upgrade to the higher level of QuickBooks so I could do everything in real time. And that took a lot of work, a lot of understanding, a lot of studying. I stood up and I probably put 15 hours into it. Everything's set up into it. QuickBooks, TurboTax, all one username, different passwords. It's all connected. That takes a lot of practice. And especially when everything's foreign. But I should be able to write off everything I do with these gig jobs on the fly in real time. And of course you got to pay for the service, but I don't mind doing that. I want to do that. And I'm going to do another video about the car. And it's going to be short and sweet. I'll get there. But one thing I did want to say to you. When I bought this car, this is very important to gig workers. People who drive people around. They made me sign a waiver that I won't use this car as a taxi service. They didn't say anything about delivery. They were concerned. You're not going to use this car because I was getting a loan. And with the loan, you can't use the car as a taxi service. I meant to say that in the last couple of videos and I forgot. Food delivery was not a concern for them. They wanted to know, are you driving people around? No. It's on this waiver. And the word taxi was on the paperwork. Do not use the car as a taxi. Hello, Michaela. What's going on? It's loud enough. Carla Douglas. Hello. Thanks for joining in. So those are good things to tell you. I have a lot more to share, but it's serious work to up the level of videos, and I have a lot to share. I don't know if you're aware of this guy. Scotty Kilmore. He has a YouTube channel. Talks about cars. He's been online. He must have 1 million subscribers. He's been around a long time. He was talking about Toyota. And Toyota's closing down a lot of I watch Your Auto, Aliens. I'm not even moving and it's beautiful weather. And I listen to what's going on in the car industry, and it's getting worse because they can't get a lot of cars on the lots. And if you order a factory ordered car, you're waiting months to get it. Anyway, Scotty, I think his last name is Kilmer. He was talking about a Toyota, how an older one, he was talking about it. And he was talking about clutches. And you know what? I drove a Toyota Corolla with a stick shift for 11 years before my Ford Focus. And I never once had to replace the clutch. And he said, if you never have to replace a clutch and you're close to 200,000 miles on the car, you're a good driver. I was trained good. I thought that was very interesting. We do use the cars for our industry, you know. Guys, have a great weekend. If you celebrate Easter, I hope you have a nice holiday. I am. taking off Sunday. I hope tomorrow is just like today, and I hope I get a dumpling order. If not, I'll be doing UberEats the next 2 days. And then I'm going to skip lives for a while, and I have to regroup to get better. I ripped the clutch out of every stick shift I've ever had. Hot trail, really? Oh, yeah. It takes a special touch. And he was talking about, because he teaches people how to update their cars, themselves. And with everything going on, just like YAA, they talk about it a lot, about the car industry. He does too, and he goes, it's getting worse. If you can keep your car and keep it updated, you're better off waiting unless you really need a car. I got really lucky with this car. I know I did. The moment I saw it, I was like, what's wrong with that 2018? I wasn't even looking at 2018s. Why does that have less than 15,000 miles? There's a couple of little nicks. There's a scratch in the front. There's a scratch in the trunk and the back. The rest of the car is really nice. I just think it was very small for someone, and they just got sick of it very quickly. And it's a zippy car. It is a zippy car. And the brakes, the front brakes were replaced already. Well, that's somebody who's very hard on brakes. I consider myself a good driver. I'm very soft. I get angry if I have to stop short. I get pissed. I don't like jamming on my brakes, because smaller cars, when you're driving a zippy car, it's very easy to slam on those brakes. Those front brakes go real quick. I just think this car was too small for someone. I got really lucky. Right time, right place, a lot of luck, and a lot of research. I lucked out. I mean, I was shooting for a more modern car, and I ended up going, what's wrong with that car? There was nothing wrong with it. I'm fine with this. I'll get many years out of this car. Many years. So I got some free food. I did great with UberEats. It felt great. Fast-paced, good tips. Felt like a hustle. Try different areas, and when you go into the upscale areas, the payouts are higher. You're picking up from different kind of places. The roads are better. I mean, I couldn't believe how smooth the roads were. I was like, wow, it's really nice out here. I was in the area of Massapequa Park, Farmingdale. That's my cutoff point. Amityville. I don't know, Metric Road. But I was in Massapequa Park yesterday, and the roads were beautiful, the homes were beautiful, and I made high payouts. But today, I did a lot of hustle with Uber, and I made great tips. And I still have a few tips coming in. Okay, thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining in. And that's it. And I'll let you know how it goes when I meet Melissa. I'm looking forward to it. I hope she's up to taking a selfie. I can show it on a video. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Take care. Bye, everybody.